Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 377. As you may remember, Bhishma was getting ready to die. Krishna had been watching the face of Bhishma. He saw him now. He knew that the moment had come. He said, "Now, we must hurry. Shikhandi, get ready. Bhishma is ready to die." Shikhandi began to shoot his arrows at Bhishma. Bhishma would not fight back, with lips sternly compressed, lest his sobs should escape. Arjuna shot arrow after arrow at the old man who was standing in the chariot with his bow and arrow abandoned. Arjuna hated himself. Yudhishthira could not see because of the tears that blinded him. The body of Bhishma was bristling with arrows. He tried to throw an immense javelin at Arjuna, but Arjuna cut it into pieces. The arrows were still coming from the Gandiva. Still the old man stood still, and still the arrows came. Dushasana was by the side of Bhishma. He said, "Look, Dushasana, these arrows are not those of Shikhandi. They are the arrows of Arjuna. No one can kill me except Arjuna. He is the one person who's more powerful than me. Look at these arrows. They are all Arjuna's arrows. You can see his name on each one of them." Bhishma was feeling happy and pleased that he had been hurt by Arjuna and no one else. He was so proud. All the heroes were looking on. Duryodhana was helpless, and so were the others. There was no sound on the field. Absolute silence reigned. The drums were silent. The trumpets did not dare to whisper even. There was a hush on the army at that moment. Everyone was intent on watching that immense drama that was being enacted. The sun was nearing the west. He was still glowing in the sky, even like Bhishma with 1,000 arrows of Arjuna. With his body torn to shreds by Arjuna, with his face lit up by a smile of excessive beauty, with his eyes resting lovingly on the face of Krishna, the great Bhishma fell from his chariot. Looking at the fallen ancient of the house of Kurus, the heart of the Kauravas broke. There arose from the heroes a wail, which resounded in all the four quarters. It reached the sky, and it sounded as though Mother Earth was crying out in pain because of the fall of this greatest of great men, this hero of the Kuru house. Bhishma did not fall on the ground. He fell on a bed of arrows. It was a bed befitting the great hero. At his fall, the sky sent a shower of rain. Already he looked like one who was not of this world. As he was lying on the ground, Bhishma heard divine voices saying, "The son of Ganga is the greatest of men. How is it that he fell at a time when the sun is proceeding toward the south in his path along the ecliptic? It is now Dakshinayana, and it is not a good time to die." Bhishma smiled faintly and spoke. He said, "Devavrata is fallen, but he is not dead. I will keep my life from leaving this body until Uttarayana comes, until the sun's chariot is turned toward the north in his course, in the path of heaven. I will not die before that." Ganga, his mother, sent the rishis from heaven to welcome him. They came in the form of swans. They came and they circled round him. They waited for the fallen giant to speak. He told them about his decision to wait for the coming of Uttaranaya and said, "Please be good enough to convey the message to my mother that I must do this if I am to resume my previous form." Sadhguru Nath Maharaj much, Kijay. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.